Hi everyone, Shane Stevenson, Director of Museum Collections and Curator here at the Buffalo Naval Park. And don't worry, I don't think I fooled you intentionally, but now this is going to be 29 and 29. And that's for a specific reason. Okay, so a couple of things. One, you're going to see how poor my editing is, because I'm not going to give this to Lauren or Steven. This is just going to be a quick video. So you'll see my weak editing job for this video, and this is to address a question. So I am again in aft steering, and there was a question from a viewer. Assume it's a guy. His handle is Rec Tech Consulting LLC. It took me a second. You know, my office is 580 feet away, probably, something like that. So, Rec Tech Consulting, LLC. And if you look at the comments, he writes, well, what is going on with all of these electrical boxes? All right, and that's a good question. I know if you've watched the aft steering video, Andrew and Brendan are there, and we just kind of walked by them, but he seemed really interested. So, one of the first things that you notice is they're not traditionally gray. They're in what Brendan calls Little Rock blue. So it's probably some variation of cruiser blue, which is a legitimate color, but this is probably some sort of, I would think, some unauthorized painting going on here from the guys and the crew that worked here. So I don't know much about these panels, but I'm just going to go through and read the stamps on them. All right, so first things first, we do have a communication box. It seems as though they would be connected to the engine rooms and the fire rooms. All right, so that's what this is, call box, communication box. And then what we have is the #1 main motor controller here. All right. Whoa. I will not touch anything in there. Then we have the #2 main motor controller. Let me get my flashlight here. Okay, this small little one is air conditioning vent system. All right, so that controls the air conditioning ventilation system. Then we have the air conditioning compressor, and there's a little reset button. And here we have power panel number 5-138-1. Steering gear room, miscellaneous auxiliaries, power panel. All right, so it's like the fuse, I guess, maybe. And then let's come down here to these little guys. Here we have right here, it's listed on the vertical stamp. It says gearing, steering gear, drainage pump. Yeah, so steering gear drainage pump. And there's the start and stop. Here we have, again, the air conditioning compressor and cooling water pump. Let's see, on this one, it lists protective, I don't know, hold on folks. I'm going to do a spit test a little bit. Selgin? Boy guys, I'm sorry. Selsin, maybe Selsin protective panel? Or, yeah, S-E-L-S-Y-N, Selsin protective panel. Over here is a servo motor. And that says number 2. This says servo motor number 1. And then right here we have another Selsin. Selsin protective panel number 1. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Alright, I did not, as I like to clearly state, I did not go to any sort of electrical school. So, I might know what a servo is, and a servo, I think, is that forward dispatching of information or data or electricity from a main power panel. It goes to a servo, which then tells the actual assembly what to do. So we saw a couple servos listed there. I'm pretty sure that's what a servo does. It kind of forward dispatching, so to speak, of the data or the electricity. But pretty much everything else I'm pretty clueless with. All right, so that was a question from Rec Tech Consulting LLC. I hope he or she enjoyed it. And if you guys have other questions from our videos, if you see something behind me, there was another question. I might go down to the shaft alley again, because there was a question about there may have been like a water line that someone noticed. And was that compartment flooded intentionally or unintentionally? So we might do that again at some point. But again, 29 and 29 now. And, well, who knows if you'll see me tomorrow. But hope you enjoyed this short little video. I tried the best I could to explain. And thanks for all your support, and we'll see you later.